Hello, lovely beings. I'm JJ Rose. I wanted to share a couple updates as well as some information that I feel would be beneficial for you all to listen and perhaps read for some of the videos that I am going to be putting out going forward. In first news, I did 2 classes on spiritual protection. They were absolutely magnificent. I have written curriculum so that you leave with something in hand that you can refer back to afterwards. We did a lot of energy work. I've gotten a lot of great feedback from it so far, and I am looking forward to doing some more of those come mid November. I will be posting the dates on socials, and any of you who don't have social media, you can go ahead and just shoot me an email and I'll put you on the list to let you know when I have new dates coming out. I don't want to spam anyone. I'm never, ever, ever trying to do that. So if you tell me, hey, please let me know, I absolutely will. Now, speaking of classes and being urged to do those, um, I was also asked multiple times and urged to start a Discord. And I now have my own little Discord server. I have the invite on the show notes for this episode. And if that doesn't work for you for whatever reason, you can always message me or email me, and I'm happy to send it over. I had one person in particular that I would like to thank who was one of the first ones asking me to do classes and one of the first ones asking me to do a Discord. And you know who you are. So thank you so much for really, really pushing and moving me to do these things. I know I didn't listen at the exact moment, but multiple people reached out and asked for both of these things to happen as well. And once I really saw that there was a bigger need, I was happy to step in and fill it. Now, as a result of the Discord, I just want to be very open. This is a Discord for people who have gifts. It is regardless of whatever path you follow or religion, creed, whatever that may be. It is a happy little haven for people with gifts to support each other, to share ideas, share knowledge. It is a safe community space. I want to make that very, very clear because I understand that there's a lot of you who live in places where you don't have other people like yourself to talk about these things with. And I feel like it's really, really important to have an online community where more than just myself can support you, that you guys can make friends with each other's, share ideas, and feel that none of you are going to be judged or, someone's going to say something off kilter. I am pretty active in it. I do monitor it. And so far, the wonderful people who have been my test subjects who are in it have all been absolutely delightful in sharing and supporting one another, and I couldn't be more grateful. I obviously do not want to poach from anyone else's Discord, so that's why I have not made it more public than I am right now. But obviously, if you listen to this and if that calls to you, go ahead. You can click on the link and jump on in, or you can message me and I'll be happy to send you the invite. That being said, I want to go in a little bit about some upcoming content that I'm going to be working on. And it is going to be very heavy and it is going to be very weighted. And I think when it comes out, that'll be more understandable as to what I mean by that. But there have been 2 people who have done such an amazing job at the content that they've already created. And I don't want to redo what someone else has already done magnificently. And I love promoting other people who have done incredible things. So, the first one you've probably heard me talk about her before is the Archbishop Christina Rake. She has written a book called God and the Paranormal. I have the book. I actually got to have it signed by her with a hug, which is a huge deal for me and to my heart. I am halfway through the book. I feel like any of you who have questions about religion, whether it's you're already religious and you have questions, or you're not religious, but you're around a lot of religious people and you have questions, it is absolutely wonderful. Um, what I have read so far has blown my mind, in some ways, just with the depth of research that she's done. I mean, I know the woman is smart as a whip. She graduated from Yale, but I did not realize the depth of time that it took her to compile all of this amazing information. I will have the link again in the show notes, and that is where you can buy the book off of Amazon. It is not very expensive. Obviously, anything that helps her church. So you know that the money is going to a rightful and wonderful place. She really is a wonderful and amazing woman. And it was such a blessing that I got to meet her at Bigfoot and Brews. I'm so glad she came. That being said, Christina has also compiled an online lecture series. I think it's 13 to 16 different modules. They are between an hour to 2 hours a piece. So you could see there is a great big bulk of information. They are on a private link. It is 130 American dollars. Basically, what you do is you donate through the link to her church, to the orphanage, and then you send her an email letting her know that you've done that, the name that you did it under, and that you want to sign up for the class. I will have all of those notes as well in the description of this video. And of course, with anything, email me and I'm happy to send that on over. I can tell you personally, it's the best $130 I've ever spent. Not only does it really go to helping her orphanage in Kenya and those dear children to thrive, but the content is absolutely amazing. I am going to warn you, the content is visual and audio. So it is a link. You will hear her speaking. There are lots of visuals, though, as well as notes and things you can read. Extremely important. It is on demonology, but it really goes back to the inception of religion and the inception of cultural beliefs and understanding about the spirit world. Again, I'm about halfway through it, and it's blown me away. And a lot of that content in her book and both in her lecture series is really going to help prepare you for the next steps coming in my content with the advanced classes. And I am making all my advanced playlists. Um, they are going to be free on YouTube. I'm not charging for that, but I do want to prep you all because my content is going to be taking a very, very serious turn because of where we're at in the world and time is short. And so I need to pack in as much as I possibly can. Where I can, I think I've laid a really good foundation with the other playlists that I've created. And this one is just going to take everything a couple steps further. And I really, really feel like it's going to make a lot of the world make a lot more sense, to be perfectly honest. That being said, I know not everyone can afford the book or is a reader, and not everyone can afford the lecture series, and I totally understand that. There are 2 episodes by a podcast. The podcast name is If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Again, it will be in the description of this video. The podcaster is Alan Bishop. You may have heard him on the podcast shows Uncomfortable and Appalachian Intelligence as a guest. Alan is an extremely well-read, learned man. He and his wife Kim have worked really, really hard to put together a great podcast and put forth some really, really deep content. There are 2 episodes in particular that I would like you to listen to, and I would like those to be listened to before I come out with my next video. The first episode of If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything that I would like you to listen to is called The Adepts. Again, I will have a picture both on the screen right now if you take a gander and also in the show notes. There is another episode called Esoteric Distilling, and that is also extremely important. I want to let you know Alan talks rather quickly in both of these episodes. You can absolutely hear him, but he is taking a whirlwind amount of content and has succinctly put it together. And some of these concepts are going to be rather new to a lot of you, and they are also going to be very hard to comprehend at first. So if you need to listen to it once or twice or look things up that he references in both of those episodes, please do. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything you want to bring up to me regarding those episodes, especially if you're having a hard time comprehending where they're coming from or what they mean, please feel free to both message myself and you can also message Alan. I have asked him directly if I would be able to talk about his content on my channel because I am asking you all to listen to it. I always like to get the content creator's blessing before I just go name their name and tell everyone to go listen to something. Most people are absolutely fine with it. Alan was most gracious, and um, I can't thank him enough for that, just for being who he is, the content that he put out, and the time and creativity that he put into making that content, because it really is a lot. And that's why I'm urging all of you, if you can please listen to those 2 episodes. If it's been a while since you've listened to those episodes, which I know a while ago there were a few of you that I had referred those episodes to you. If it's been a while, you might want to take a quick refresher listen and really take your time with it. They are not episodes that I would say listen to while you're doing something else. They really are episodes you almost want to stop everything and just listen to because of the depth of what he's talking about. I don't mean to sound mysterious, but those uh, Christina Rake's book, her lectures, and those 2 episodes from If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything by Alan and Kim Bishop really, really are going to help with the concepts that I am going to begin talking about after this solar eclipse, which is October 28th. So, on that note, please know that I love you all. I'm wishing you wonderful and safe holidays. And I'm really looking forward to going down this new extra road with y'all. All right. Be well.